Now, let's say you have a dynamic character in the story. There is a change that occurs in that character's attitudes or abilities, something on that order, so the change could be successful. The author has to give you some details about the character being able to change. You wouldn't expect a 4-year-old child to be the star of a professional basketball team. That's pretty much of a stretch. Unless you set aside all practicality and just let yourself go into the fun of the story, the fairy tale of it, like you would think of the Paul Bunyan stories. Okay, those are pretty outrageous. But if you let yourself say, okay, I'm going to suspend practicality here and just buy into the fact that uh, you know there's a character out there that can leap tall buildings in a single bound. The character then has to be able to make the change. In my example of Scrooge was given the free will to make the change in his attitude. So that was convincing. The author has to motivate the character to change. There has to be some reason why Scrooge would want to go from bah humbug to let's party. And it happened when he considered what the message from the Ghost of Christmas Future. So that motivated him, and there was a definite change. And also, the character has to have enough time to change. It would not be convincing to have someone who is a, like a mass killer to be in jail for 1 week and say, "Oh, I'm reformed. Don't worry about me. I'm okay with society now." So these are the three pieces that make the change in a character convincing: the ability to change, the motivation to change, and having enough time to have it credible to change. Those are all things that are just a lot of fun to think about and notice in the story itself as the story progresses. If your child is can focus in on these items when there's a dynamic character involved, that makes for very good essay content, especially in those upper elementary, middle school, and high school years.